Okay, if any of you have the Mahindra emax 22S and you have a problem with the exhaust pipe breaking off, there is a conversion kit that the dealer sells. It might be under warranty. Mine was. They gave me the kit, or I could bring the tractor in. I did not have time to take the tractor in and wait a week. I have so much grass to mow. But I'm going to walk you through what you will need to take off to be able to replace this exhaust. Requires a 12mm ratchet wrench, a 14mm ratchet wrench, and a 10mm ratchet wrench. And you will actually have to cut the alternator bracket to alter it a little bit, and I'll show you what I did there. Everything fit up perfectly. I left all the bolts loose when I bolted it all back on. But first you'll have to remove the old exhaust. You will have to remove this vibration dampener. You will not need it. The alternator bracket right here, I'm going to use this screwdriver to point it out. Right here, you need to take it off, and there's where the old exhaust bolts to it, which is this piece right here. Cut it off flush, and I sanded it down. I used a die grinder and a whiz wheel with 80 grit paper on it, and sanded it off. I replaced the alternator bracket. Leave it loose, it'll help you out. And there's another bracket they'll give you that goes to the alternator. It's a 14mm bolt here, and they give you a new 12mm bolt to go there. Put your 4 bolts in your exhaust manifold. Make sure your gasket's in, the stainless steel metal gasket. And then get this bolt in here. That's why you leave the alternator bracket loose, to make sure it lines up. Get that bolt in, leave it loose. Put your I took this bolt out to get enough movement to get this bolt in. Put it back in, leave it loose. Then come down here to this bracket. You need to loosen up your alternator bolt on your pivot bolt. Open it up enough to slide your bracket in. Leave it loose. Then you come down here and you put this bolt in and get it threaded in. Once you get all your bolts in, then you can start tightening stuff up. Now you might have to loosen up these 2 bolts here. One's 10mm and the other one's 12mm to get your bracket to move a little bit. I did. It helps. Don't mean to steal that, but it helps. And once you get all the bolts in, especially this one's a little booger here, and get all 4 of these in, make sure your gasket's in, then you can tighten everything up. And I use anti-seize on all the bolts to make sure, if I ever have to, but it bolts up perfectly. You just have to leave it loose and make sure you get all your bolts in. I do emphasize that. And hopefully it doesn't break again. Of course, this muffler is way shorter, but they put extra bracing in here. They took out the vibration dampener, which I thought might have been the problem, because it let the exhaust tailpipe vibrate a bunch, and that's why mine kept breaking off up here. I welded it a couple times, but then I called the dealership and they said it's under warranty. We have a replacement for that. And please like. Thank you very much.